Good morning students, welcome to our maths class. In our today's video, we will study about the practice time which is given on page number 79. Students, in the practice time, the first question is find out which letters in the English alphabet look the same after half a turn. Isn't it, students? In our previous video, we learned about the half turn. So this practice time is based on that previous knowledge only. Find out, the question is, find out which letters in the English alphabet look the same after half a turn. मतलब English alphabets, the 26 alphabets are there, A to Z. When we turn the alphabets half, then which alphabets look the same? Isn't it, students? So this we will do in our notebook. I will explain you this. See students, I have written the alphabets in a notebook. Okay. Now, what was the question? Which alphabets will look the same after half a turn? Now, students, half a turn means what? This is, I have kept the book like this, isn't it? Half a turn means when we invert this. Half a turn means half बार घुमाना है. See, if I am turning the book, this is the way I have turned the book half a turn, isn't it? So the alphabets जो थे, if I have written like this, the alphabets are like this. When I turn it half a turn, when I turn it, I have turned this book half a turn. So we get our alphabets, all the alphabets with half turn. You understood, students? How did I turn all the alphabets to a half turn? Okay, now we are supposed to check that which alphabet look the same after half a turn. We will start it from the first alphabet, A. We know, students, how the A looks. When we turn it half, it is inverted, so it doesn't look the same. B is of this type, isn't it? So this is also not looking the same. C, we write C like this, but this is this type. So it is also not looking the same. Same way with D. We write D this way, but when we turn it half, it is appearing this way. So it is also not the same. E, we write E like this, isn't it? But after turning it, it looks like this. So it is also not same. Same with the F. Same with G also, students. And H. See, students, we write the H like this. When I have turned the book to the half turn, the H appears the same. So the H alphabet appears the same after half turn. Now I also we write like this only. If we invert it, if we turn it half, then also it is the same. So I alphabet is also appears same after half turn. J, no, it's also not appears the same. K, we write K like this. It also doesn't appear same. L, we write L like this. Half a turn, तो पूरा उल्टा ही हो गया. So it is also not same. M looks like W, so it is also not the same. N, we write the N this way. When I turn at half a turn, the N appears the same. So the alphabet N is also the same after half a turn. O also is same. I turn it half, then also it is the same only. O. P doesn't look the same. When we write like this. When it turn, it is like this. It is also not same. Q, we write like this. The slash is up, so it is also not same. R, we write like this. Here it is upwards, so it is also not same. S, we write the S like this, and when we invert it, it is also appears the same. So alphabet S also appears the same when we make it a half turn. T, it doesn't look same. We write T like this, it is like this. U, we write U like this, but it is inverted. Same way with V, we write V in this way, but it is inverted. So V also not same. W, we write the W like this. When we turn it half, it appears like a M, so it is also not the same. X, we have written X like this. When we turn it to the half turn, it appears in the same way. So X also appears the same when we turn it half with a half turn. Y, we write Y like this, and here it appears here like this. So Y is also not there. Z, we write the Z say like this. If I turn it half, then also it appears the same. So Z. Now, so students, which are the alphabets which appears the same after half turn are, which alphabets you are supposed to write down? H, I, N, O, S, X and Z. तो क्वेश्चन 1 का आंसर क्या आएगा स्टूडेंट्स? विच आर द अल्फाबेट्स which appears exactly the half. So in your notebook, this you are supposed to write down in your notebook. Find out which letters in the English alphabet look the same after a half turn. So which are the alphabet students? We have written, the first one was H. You will write down in your notebook. First you will write down the question, then you will write down H, then I, then it is N and O, then S, then it was X and Z, X and Z. Isn't it, students? So from 26 alphabets, there are H, I, N, O, S, X and Z. Only 7 alphabets are such. When we turn them half, when we half a turn of that alphabet, these 7 alphabets look the same. So this you are supposed to write down in your notebook. First you write down the heading practice time, then you will write down question 1 and then you will write down the answers. आपको सारे अल्फाबेट लिखने की कोई ज़रूर नहीं है. You will only write down these 7 alphabets. Understood, students? Now students, we will see question number 2. Which of these English words read the same on half a turn? The words are zoom, mauve, swims, sis and null. Now students, it has been question is that these words, if we write this word, not alphabet students, the whole word, if we write the whole word, then if we turn it half a turn, then does these words look the same? We are supposed to tell out of this all the 5 words, which words look the same. Now students, one by one I will write down the words. First I will write down, this is our question number 2. The first word I will write down is, what is the word, sir, students? It is zoom, isn't it? Z double O M. Z double O M. So if I turn it a half a ton. So see, this is a book. I am turning it half a ton. So does it look the same? No, it is not looking the same. वो क्या पढ़ सकते हैं आप? WOOZ आगे WOOZ, isn't it? So it is not the same. It is a different word. Understood, students? So this is not the same. Now the next word is, students, let's see the next word. Mouth. MOW, isn't it? Now this I have written. If I turn it half a turn, इसको उल्टा कर देता हूँ, then also it is the same, isn't it, students? MOW, mouth. So by turning this is a half a turn, we can again read it as same, mouth. The third one is, let's see the third one, swims. SWIMS, swims. Now let's see by turning this to a half a ton. This is the half a ton, isn't it? Now see, students, SWIMS, swims, isn't it? So if we turn this half a turn, then also we can see or we can read the same word. Next word is the fourth one, SIS. SIS, SIS, SIS. Now if I turn it half a turn, this is the straight one, this is the half a turn, then also it looks the same, SIS. We can also read it as the same only, it is also SIS. Now the last one, fifth one, we'll turn the book. Noon. And OO what is I written, students? NOON, noon. If I turn the book, it is turned into half a turn. Let's check it out. What will be? We can see it is the same only, noon, and OON. So by half a turn of this word, then also we can see it the same. So students, by this what we learnt about that the zoom is the only word which when turned half a turn is not the same, isn't it? Not the same. Rest of MO, MOW, swim, SIS and noon. By writing this word, and when we turn half a turn of these words, they appears the same. So this exercise you will write down in your notebook. Write down the question 2, then you will write down these words in your notebook. And first one is zoom. You will write down at the write down beside it not the same, and this all are the same when you are turning. यहाँ पे लिखने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. It is understood that this reads the same as a half a turn. Understood, students? I hope you have understood this. This you are supposed to write down in your notebook. Practice time, question number 1 and 2 we have done, and this you are supposed to write down in your notebook, students. Now students, we will see question number 3. Give half a turn to the numbers from 0 to 9. Find which of them still look the same. Okay students, now we are here to write down numbers 0 to 9 and check it out whether they look the same after half a turn. Okay, now I have the notebook. We will write down question 3. Okay, first we will start with 0, isn't it students? Now when we make it a half turn, it looks the same, isn't it? So it is also looks the same after half a turn. यहाँ पे लिख देंगे हम looks the same. Okay, then this is your first one. Second, which is after 1, which number comes after 1? After 0, 1 comes, isn't it? 1. When we turns it half a turn, when we take a half a turn of that, it is not appearing the same, isn't it student? It is not appearing the same. Next, two. Okay, when we turn it, it also doesn't look the same. It's not appear the same after half a turn. Now the fourth one, after 2, which word comes? Number comes? The number 3. When we make a half turn of this, it also doesn't look the same. हम 3 ऐसा लिखते हैं, इसमें ऐसा बताया है, isn't it? So it also doesn't appear the same or doesn't look the same. Then four. When we turn it, this is the 4. When we make it half a turn, it again doesn't look the same. थोड़ा सा change आता है, isn't it students? It also doesn't look the same. Then five. Let's check whether 5 looks the same. It also doesn't look the same. थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है, ये कर्व आता है स्ट्रेट, थोड़ा सा उल्टा ये दिखता है, तो it also doesn't look the same. The next is we're done. Right, I must have 6. 6. Now make it half turn. स्टूडेंट्स क्या लिखा, इट हैज बिकम 9, isn't it? तो 6 also doesn't look the same. Then next one, 6 के बाद क्या आता है, 7. Now let's make it half a turn. It also doesn't look the same. It also doesn't look the same. Then eight. Understood? Now let's make it half a turn. It's look the same. ये सेम दिखता है, isn't it? It look a same. इसको 8 आप सीधा रखो या 8 उल्टा कर दिया हमने. It looks the appears the same. So we will write down here. Okay. Now last one. Number 9. Isn't it, students? I will write the simple 9. Okay. Number 9. When we turn it up, it doesn't look the same. ये तो B लगता है, 9 नहीं लगता. ये क्या लगता है? B. It doesn't look the same. Understood, students? So what we come to know about this, students, out of the number 0 to 9, only two numbers 0 and 8 appears the same, यानी look the same after half a turn. Isn't it, students? So this also you are supposed to do in your notebook. You are supposed to write down all the numbers from 0 to 9, and as I have written in front of 0 and in front of 8, that looks the same after half a turn. Okay, students? So here we have done question 1, 2 and 3. Now students, what does question number 4 does? Think of all 2, 3 and 4 digit number which looks the same on half a turn. Students, 2 digit, 3 digit, 4 digit कितने सारे नंबर होंगे जब उसको हम हाफ अ टर्न करेंगे, तो कब कौन से नंबर्स है जो सिमिलर दिखेंगे, दैट वी आर सपोज टू सी एंड राइट. हाफ अ टर्न तो कौन से लुक सेम, सो 11 इजंट इट. हाफ अ टर्न करोगे वो सेम ही दिखेगा, तो 11. तो वैसे और भी नंबर्स है. दिस वी आर सपोज टू जस्ट थिंक एंड राइट. ये करने की कोई इतनी ज़रूर नहीं है. We will only think and write. This is only an activity. You can think and you can write. Okay, this we will do in the textbook only, and this you are only supposed to do. सोचना है सिर्फ, और अगर मिल जाते हैं कोई तो you can write it down. Understood, students? So today we studied about page number 79 and the practice time. In this question number 1, 2 and 3 you are supposed to do in your notebook as I have shown. Question number 4, just you are supposed to think and write down in the textbook. Understood, students?